Hey, WACC people. This is the OCT, Octavius Haye, and I want to thank you for tuning in to our page today. We greatly appreciate it. If you are listening to the podcast, you can also find it on Podbean. The link will be in the description. And if you listen to our music, you can also listen on SoundCloud and DatPiff. Both links will be in the description also. And as always, please remember to like the video, leave a comment, and to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that notification button so you're informed every time we drop new content. Now enjoy this WACC wisdom. I am whacking off.
It's the WACCast podcast, yeah.
Talk WACC to me, talk WACC to me,
yeah.
Talk WACC to me, talk WACC to me.
It's the WACCast podcast, yeah.
Talk WACC to me, talk WACC to me,
yeah.
Talk WACC to me, talk WACC to me. Hello, everybody. Thank you for listening. I hope everything is amazing for you all. I'm the Honorable OCT Octavius Haye, along with my co-host, the eager E Rob.
What up?
And you are listening to the WACCast podcast. E, how you doing, man?
Yeah, 1st September, we in there. Yeah,
7,
9. You know, they see what they see.
I got you, man. Hey, you know what's kind of funny about that? 7. Because this is supposed to be the 7, but it's the 9, and now there was 7-11, and now there's such thing as 9-11. So kind of
Now you're getting my WACC vision.
I'm getting the programming, bro.
You know,
I got you, man. You ready to talk WACC to him, man?
Let's talk WACC to him. Let's do it. Yeah.
Well, you know, unfortunately, we kind of got to start with some sad news, but it's news that we are all too familiar with, and we're getting way too often. Another black man shot by the police. Jacob Blake was shot.
Yep.
7 times in his back while trying to get in his car in front of his children. After police responded to, I believe they said it was initially it was he was breaking up a fight and they came for that. But then they said that the cops may have actually been called on him. I don't have the updated information now. But yeah, understandably so, this has caused a lot of outrage.
Yep.
A lot of people. What did you feel about it?
Yeah, I feel like the outrage, the reaction was warranted. You know, can't do these kind of things and expect people to not feel a way about this, or these things to go down and not to feel and react like that. You know, with something.
Yeah, man, it's true. It's crazy, and then you see all these people make excuses for why people are angry, and you have the right-wing media, you know, pushing this agenda. You got Trump in support of the little white boy who shot the protesters, who was 17. He had an illegal firearm. Just a lot of stuff like that. It just make you wonder. It shouldn't be this hard when you're in America, land of the free, and you're telling people that you don't feel free. It shouldn't be such a fight against that. Do you think that will ever be accepted here?
Well, I do just want to say, like, things happen and then the protests happen and things happen at the protest. So it's like, these things just have a snowball effect, man.
Yeah, but the thing is, don't they praise they white people, they white ancestors for doing that? The Boston Tea Party was all about going on a ship and destroying property, throwing tea into the river. That's the same thing as busting up a Nike shop and stealing the Nike shoes and doing it. It's the same thing, but they praise them, and they're slave owners. They fought against the government.
It's very chaotic times, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Come on, get out of here with that. White people taught us how to riot and loot and destroy. They destroyed Black Wall Street. Anytime you said anything happened, anytime it was even a thought that a black person had done any small thing to a white person, what they do? They went and destroyed our stuff. Came through with fierce craziness. Infiltrated into the Ku Klux Klan, which still is not considered a terrorist or group. But we evil because we learn from y'all. It's crazy, man. Makes me wonder, should we even want to be accepted?
Good questions, man. I don't think we'll ever just be able to be in, you know what I'm saying? Because this is in the people's minds and in the American psyche. This kind of division, you know.
No, real talk, and I think it's time for us to stop tripping off them. You know what? It was like 12 or 16 families just bought like 90 acres of land in Georgia to make a black. It was a black families to make a black safe haven, and they're gonna build it up. I think that's the type of stuff we need to start getting into, where you have rich people doing that, or just a group of people that pull a nice amount of money together and do that, and we start making our own stuff. We start building our own lands, just like the natives did. The native to the country, they got their own stuff.
Yeah, definitely going to the ways of being self-efficient. However that happens, however that comes, you know.
Yeah, real talk. We need to start saying fuck these officials, fuck these officers. They not for us. None of them are for us, really. This is a system designed to get the rich and keep the poor. And you see that all the time with how hard they fight, not just for black people, but for everybody who doesn't make a certain amount to stay down, and how much they fight to keep them from having help. We're seeing that right now with the coronavirus. They're debating this stimulus check, the second stimulus check, when people are in danger of losing their homes, and they're playing politics with this. Both sides are. Yeah, man. But what you feel about the NBA going on strike though over this?
Well, it happened in Milwaukee, so the Bucks players having that action first.
It's fitting.
That kind of makes sense. I don't feel right going out and playing as a Milwaukee Buck player, and then I think the rest of them just had to react. Well, we want to move as one, as an NBA core. So I kind of get that too. We need to make a unified action, you know, not just it's the one team thing.
But what about the 1-day strike? Do you think that was sufficient?
If it wasn't there, it would have just been one of them issues that we're going to be playing without that. It would have caused more of a clash if it just happened. I'm glad that this happened, you know.
Well, I was initially hating on the 1-day strike. I said it didn't even do nothing, but I didn't realize it actually did. That the reason why it was a 1-day strike is because they got a lot of what they wanted. They got a lot of the other arenas are going to be used for voting places and some other things. So they actually did do a lot. I don't think they know if they did everything, but
and they threatened to be like, if this happens again, we will not play. We're threatening guys with that.
Right. So at first I was kind of like, these niggas took a day off, but nah, they actually did really fight for something, and I'm proud of them. And you know, you had Donald Trump's son-in-law Jared Kushner talking about, oh, it's nice that they're able to take off from work and miss a day of work for this, in like a sarcastic tone, trying to be like, well, there are people who can't do that. You know, he was trying to be rude and disrespectful about it, but guess what? You're right. It is nice that when you have people in positions of power who can make those sacrifices that other people can't, so that they can get the voices, they can get that voice out and make those changes for us. So yeah, you damn right, it's good. I'm happy that they were able to do that too.
Right? It's not just being basketball players, just athletes. You know what I'm saying? They're using that platform as athlete, as the one with all the eyes, attention, and saying, hey, we're putting the attention to this now. This is important. This is happening, and we don't want this happening. This affects us after we ball, you know?
Yeah, definitely, most definitely, man. Real talk, man. And then we need that, because we got so many people against us. We got politicians against us. We got media against us. Not all of them, but we got a nice amount that are really trying to defend what's going on. I mean, we got the cops out there in Kenosha that is against us, that's actually defending the militias, the white militias that's gone out there and are causing trouble. And you know, we saw, like I said earlier, from that, little 17-year-old boy was able to go ahead with a firearm, which he's not able to carry. He's underage, and he killed, 2 or 3 people?
Slap on the wrist, or you know what I mean, or just gets shielded by getting taken in, you know.
And then the nigga was able to walk with the rifle in his hand, and everybody said he shot people, and the police, anybody hurt? Yeah, nigga, they just told you he shot people. But they just go to, they want to talk to him. They want to talk to this white guy who was able to just walk on off. And keep in mind, it's the same police department that shot a nigga in his back 7 times off of the suspicion that he had a knife, which he didn't have a knife in his hand. The knife was in his car. But this nigga got a whole rifle, and y'all let him walk right past y'all. And that's the type of stuff we're talking about. And that's that injustice and that difference that I'm so crazy, that is so crazy, and I'm so confused of why people don't get that. When you see it right there, plain as day. The same police department.
Yeah. Something ain't right, bruh.
Yeah, but for real, how you feel about that with the 7-year-old and the cop letting him walk past?
Yeah, I mean, we've seen that happens more often than not, man. And slap on the wrist, or he's got problems, or he's got mental issues. Things like that come up whenever it's one of those, or he's just young and he's troubled. We see so many excuses. They don't ever just want to make an example out of one just to be like, y'all can't do this, or you know what I'm saying? The equalities thing, like this is where it needs to be enforced or something, man.
Most definitely, man.
The injustice is on the table and on the lens for us all to just see and just look at.
Nah, it definitely is right now. We definitely seeing it, and again with that right wing media, you got guys like Tucker Carlson who are out here defending this little white boy for doing this and saying that, oh, can you wonder why somebody would do that when nobody's bringing any justice? That ain't no justice, no laws, no order. It's a 17-year-old with a gun. That's the opposite. That's a kid with a gun that's been told that these people are evil and they're trying to destroy America. But lies by you. Only people that are destroying America are the people that are making Americans so uncomfortable that they have to go out and protest. Those are the people that are destroying America. So why don't you stop getting mad at people for what they're doing and start trying to fix the problem? Start identifying what the actual issue is. Don't try to make up symptoms or try to use symptoms. No, we got to get to the root of what the issue is. That's the only way to fix it. All this nonsense about, oh, this is that. Clearly it's millions of people who feel this way. So something's got to give, bro. You can't keep faking and playing around and playing politics with people's lives. Let's be for real. It's real talk, man. This is the hypocrisy of the right wing media. Do you remember Cloven Bundy? Cloven Bundy, he was a rancher. He had his cattle were grazing federal land that he actually doesn't take care of, costing the government millions of dollars. White man. Do you know that these same type of militias ran out to defend him with guns against federal agents and were never shot? And guess what the right wing media did? They praised them for being true Americans and fighting for what they believe in. But what we do when we do the same thing without guns and just with our hands and our words, and we getting pepper sprayed and maced and beat like we in the 60s, we the villains. It's crazy, bro. This white man was literally stealing money from the government, and they praised him. He had militias out there defending his honor as Americans, right? That's crazy, man. That's so crazy, man. Do you remember the idiots in Michigan who were protesting the COVID, and they walked up to the Capitol with guns in the police face? Bucking at the police? You think anything happened to them? You think they was sprayed or tear gas? Hell no. You guess what happened? Praised by right wing media. Praised. These people, they're tired of being held back and they want their rights when we in a fucking pandemic.
Yeah, it's clearly like war inside of this spirit we call American, man, and you ready, man? Like, man, you see how it is.
Real talk. And then and actually in the Bundy protest, there was a protester who got shot by the police because he had his firearm on him and he was acting like, and they shot him. And oh my God, you would have thought that hell come there. You would have thought that you would have thought Hitler came back and shit. They went crazy mad about that. Even though he had a gun, even though he was waving at the police.
Yeah.
This is what they do, man. They try to play these theatrics. They don't really care, but then they try to hold our feelings back because they're people who watch their shows and listen or read their newspaper hate us. So they want to encourage that hate and use that for political gain. All this is doing is being used for political gain. That's all they talked about at the Republican National Convention was, they're terrorizing America. It's not safe. It's dangerous. They're trying to loot them. Blah, blah, blah. This is all for political gain. Our life, man. Messed up.
Man.
And there's been barely any police reform funding since George Floyd. Barely. Some places have done it, start picking up, but it's not a big topic. Not anybody really trying to push any real legislator for it. It's all symbolism, bullcrap.
Yeah. I'm about finding some action. So like, when you can show me when this is really taking action and changing the shape of some shit out here, you know what I'm saying? You're right. It's just hot air, bruh.
Real talk, man. Real talk. It's a whole lot of hot air, bruh. And just tired of these games, man. Just tired of them playing. And I'm tired of us selling for symbolism. We need to stop selling for just because they take a knee with you don't mean that they fuck with you, man. Symbolism is free. It don't cost you a dime to say you support. Support. Now do it. We heard you. We heard you years ago with Mike Brown and all the other people, man. We heard you. With Trayvon Martin, which was really like the start of all of this. We heard the support. When ain't nothing changed, ain't nothing happening. Come on, man. Get out of here with that mess. Yeah, even just everybody just remember, we gotta vote Biden and Harris. That's the better option. But be ready to fight them, man, because they not there for us either. They have brought up no type of solution to any of this. They want to hear you talk. They want to hear you talk. They want to hear how you feel. But they're not going to do anything unless we make them do it. So we got to fight tooth and nail to get what we need. First at that voting booth. And then when they in office, we got to stand up for what we want. That's the only way we going to get anything done. Yeah, OE, man. Do you feel safe, I guess, as a black man? And it's not that you scared to be black, but do you feel safe? Do you feel like your blackness could be targeted at any moment?
Yeah, but I guess I've just developed the outer skin of it. It's just what it is. I hate to say that's just what that is, man. And yeah, it's not saying it's right, but it's just injustices we live inside of America. Black man in America.
Yeah, man, you right. Yeah, there's a lot of injustices here. Being a black man in America, it can seem scary, but you know, we gotta uplift each other. Remember that our blackness is king, man. And moving on to another somber topic, you know, we lost somebody who really showed us how black people could be kings, are kings, and really put that power out there for us by being a hero, not only pretend hero, but actually playing actual heroes, actual black people. That was the late great Chadwick Boseman, man.
Yeah, I'm just seeing more and more great things about him even after, and I feel like that's really the show of character. You know, people have nothing but great things to say about you. No.
Nah, real talk, man. Dude was like always really for his people, always trying to promote positivity and promote strength, and you know, get and promoting education too, man. Really pushing that, and it was a guy who picked his roles, picked and chose his roles, and he could have, the type of roles he was playing, he could have just fizzled out. You know, he wasn't playing anything flashy. He wasn't really trying to be too much into like white Hollywood. He wanted to play these black heroes and show us on the screen to another generation.
Don't see him in so many you know, love interest that's not, you know, the colors.
Right. You know, the typical Morris Chestnut, Tay Diggs movies. He wasn't
none of that Hollywood whitewash controversy things, you know, with him. So
real talk. Now he was an actor's actor, man. You know, from James Brown to Thurgood Marshall, Jackie Robinson, and
even in the Five Bloods, he was, you know, played that honorable soldier type guy, you know.
Yeah, talking about we need to get his gold back to our people. He always wanted to promote a positive image for a black person on screen, and I really respected that, man. And you know, of course, the role that that we all felt that majority of the world fell in love with him for, you know, portraying Black Panther. And you know, being a black actor with a whole entire black ensemble cast, and set in Africa, black family issues, and it grossed over $1 billion and was nominated for an Oscar.
That is what's up, you know. Long live the king.
Real talk, man. T'Challa, man.
Yeah.
And he said, as you can see, I'm not dead yet, and you never gonna die, bro, because we always got you, man.
Yeah. And I recently read an article that they were talking about putting a statue of him in South Carolina to replace the Confederate statue, and I was like, I hope that really happens, man.
That's dope. That's where he from?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hell yeah. Put that statue up.
Go ahead, bro.
Should it be a Black Panther statue?
I wouldn't be mad, but you know what I mean.
I wouldn't be mad if they did it. If they did the Black Panther and they had him in the suit, but they didn't have the mask. You know, because sometimes he had it off,
Mm-hmm.
and he just have him do the Wakanda suit. I wouldn't be mad about that.
Yeah.
Man, yeah though, bro. Do you think that they should retire Black Panther, or should they recast him?
I feel like there's more stories to tell, and just how it grossed business-wise, I think it makes sense that they need to go ahead and do another one just on that aspect. You know.
Do you think it'd be a good Black Panther though?
This one's classic now, bro. I don't think there's gonna.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you want to replace the character, who you gonna replace him with?
Man, it's not gonna be the same, bro. Everybody be like, but it wasn't Chad. Like,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm like. Should you retire the character because of that?
Man.
I feel like it's gonna get a lot of backlash when they do recast him because that character did touch so many people, and and people forget when that movie came out. That was a big thing. Like, we're not just talking about because he dead now. That was a big deal.
It ain't like changing Terrence Howard for Don Cheadle, huh?
Exactly. It's not. It's not.
You know. They gonna notice this one.
This one a little different, man. It's a little different. It's not gonna be the same with people, man. Oh my God, that's funny. Oh man, but yeah, though, you know, it's crazy to think that man was giving these performances and going out and doing these interviews and talking and laughing and just living his life knowing he had cancer.
Right, that's even more like, yeah, I got this, but this will not be shown. You will not see it on me.
He put the strength in.
Put all that pain inside and come out with that. I'm gonna call it a front, but hey, he's acting, but nobody even could tell. This nigga's not king. Nobody was questioning that shit.
Real talk, man. Nah, he's dope, man. Great actor, great person. So sad to lose him. Young age, had so much more to give us. But you know, I don't question this. Everything happens. The amount of time we got with him was precious, and it was more than what most people can get in a lifetime, man. So
yeah, he did that, especially in Hollywood. Like the way that happened.
Real talk, man. I'm not saying I'm not saying he blew up fast. I'm going off of, because I don't know like his early career and how long it took for him to get to these movies, but I'm going off of when he started the movies. His projection moved really fast. Once he started getting the main role, his projection moved pretty fast. And again, I think that's just a testament to his character and his skills as an actor.
Yeah, definitely. And he was had dance moves, had the martial arts down, man. He was just well rounded, bro. When it just comes to that acting, you know. Yeah,
he was like he could have been James Bond. If they talking about making a black James Bond, he could have been. But yeah, man. Again, just rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman. You know, Wakanda forever, man. Mm-hmm. King forever, man. You always gonna be there with us. Thank you so much for playing those roles, and thank you so much for giving us the best superhero ever. Salute, man.
Yep.
Alright, so everything gonna be so sad this episode. I just felt like we had to get that off for our people, man. But before we go, I guess E-Rob, you watched the VMAs. I didn't watch it. I was busy getting Hooters chicken. So what happened with the VMAs, man?
Well, Lady Gaga won a lot of awards.
But what? She got music out?
I felt the same way. I was like, everything she was nominated for, I ain't really had heard. And it's like,
I don't know. I don't listen to white stations. So maybe that's what it is.
It is. And she had about 4 or 5 different costumes, and like that was a big talk of that.
Okay.
You know,
so. Who was the Keke Palmer was the host, right?
Keke Palmer was hosting. I thought she did a great job. You know.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Kept me tuned in. Ain't gonna lie. I was like, it's Keke though. You know. Okay. I'm thinking that shit, girl.
Ah man, you want Keke?
She's from my neighbor state, Illinois. I just found out, so like, yeah.
It's very leafish that she want Keke.
It is. It's alright.
Yeah, man. So how was the performances? Who was performing? Who you thought did
the baby, Doja Cat.
Oh, Doja performed.
Doja performed.
How was it, man?
Dick, nigga.
Love her, man. I love her.
Yeah. So that was cool. Who else was in there? Black Eyed Peas.
Without Fergie.
No Fergie. I think Tiger was there. I didn't. Maybe I missed Tiger. I think he did. I just ain't see it, bro. I might have blinked and missed, bro. I thought he did something with Black Eyed Peas. Might be wrong, but
did Meg perform?
No, she won. She won some award. I don't think she was there. She just popped a bottle. Via video chat. So.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
man. So did you overall good? Up, thumbs down in the middle about the show?
I feel like I watched it last year and it was an improvement from that.
Did any black people win awards?
Well, like I said, Meg.
Besides Meg, I'm sorry,
Meg.
You right.
You count The Weeknd? He's pretty leafish.
He a leaf nigga, but he black. Okay,
he won.
he can claim. He was sad about Chadwick Boseman. We'll let him get off this weekend.
Yeah, and there was just a lot of international acts, so it was very, I would say, worldly. You know, we had an Asian pop group come in and some other Hispanic guys I ain't really heard of, and they, I can only get on so much with them, but I feel like they need representation somewhere in this where all this music, MTV kind of a deal. So I wasn't really mad that they were there.
I feel you. So yeah, that's dope, dude, man. Sound like it was a pretty good night. I guess a distraction, night of celebration. The baby didn't get no awards.
Not really sure. I didn't remember seeing it. I might be
Drake
wrong on
get
that
it?
one. Drake.
Did Tory Lanez get it? I don't know. Well, look, it looks like that might be the show for today, man. Let me see it. Yeah, I don't think we got nothing else for today, man. Just everybody keep your head up, stay positive.
Be good.
Yeah, real talk. Be hopeful, man.
Trees, leaves turn colors. You know what I'm saying? Be you, stay true. Right?
Real talk, man. Well, look, y'all, that's our show. Thank you for taking in our whack wisdom again today, and we hope you return. E, you got anything else?
Yeah, I got nothing, man. Happy September. Sick.
Happy September. my birthday Saturday. So
you
happy
know.
birthday to me.
You go.
All right, man. Well, that's all for us today, y'all.
Yeah.
This is the WACCast podcast, and we are whacking off.
Whack off. Yeah.
It's the WACCast podcast. Yeah.
Talk whack to me. Talk whack to me.
Yeah.
Talk whack to me. Talk whack
It's
to
the
me.
WACCast podcast. Yeah.
Talk whack to me. Talk whack to me.
Yeah.
Talk whack to me. Talk whack to me.